What's up, friends? This is the Able Carry Max. It is a 30-liter everyday backpack, comfortable to get on and carry your stuff around. It's got nice accessibility. It's very durable. It's definitely a bigger item on the back. So if you're used to smaller daily carry, this is a large daily carry bag. And it is designed for everyday carry, but it's ready for the weekend travel trips and minimal travel. Featuring some very durable X-Pack VX21 for lightweight strength, Cordura 1000D nylon in high contact areas, luggage grade YKK RC zips, you like that announcer voice, and water resistant zippers for the work compartment. Closed cell foam, used in both shoulder straps and back panel. I mean, at the shoulder straps, I like the thickness and the rigidity of it, or like the cushy. It's not it's like I don't know, it's stiff enough. And then on the back as well, you've got these two lines. You've got a little channel of breathability down the middle. Meshy, feels good. The comfort is solid. The weight comes in at about 1.7 kilograms or 3.7 pounds. The price is around 250 something bucks, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on if you're doing the Kickstarter or the Indiegogo or whatever. Let's get into this bag. Okay, welcome to my friend Clayton's workspace. Thanks for the space and the hat, Clayton. I feel like I could be a singer in a metal band, but also be kind of just having fun with it. Okay, so this Able Carry Max. Here's like honestly, I have really been liking this. Okay, I want to show you this capacity, but first I should just say that as a unit, right, when you're carrying it on your back, when you're moving it around, we've got handles up here, handles on the sides. The handles feel great. Not on this side. Is there anything on the bottom? I haven't noticed, honestly. This side one, I really haven't used that much, but I like to have side handles. You don't have one on the water bottle side, okay? I'm gonna talk to you about the water bottle and the passport pocket and the and the. But first of all, just as a unit, this thing feels really solid. We're talking about a larger daily carry bag. Do you understand? Is this hat distracting you? We are talking about a larger daily carry bag, okay? So it's something that you can carry quite a bit with. We're also talking about a smaller travel backpack, okay? So something that you can carry quite easily, like plenty of clothing. I think plenty of clothing, but I don't know. It just depends on what you need it for. This, as a daily carry bag, is a little large. But for myself, like I was saying, why I'm making that first point, that as a unit, it ends up working pretty well. That makes a big difference when you're actually in daily carry mode. When you're going to a cafe, or when you are throwing it in your car to go to a buddy's house, when you are taking, just going on a walk or taking it somewhere. This is, what do you do with your fucking bag? Where do you take your bag, right? Where do you take your bag? When you're doing that, this ends up working pretty well, even though it's a bit of a larger bag. Capacity is solid. I love the way that this thing opens. I think it does a great job. Are you seeing, like, we've got a little bit of the bag that goes down. The beaver paddle doesn't go all the way down, but we still have all of this visibility up in here. The bag itself at like 3-something pounds, it's kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy, and you feel that. But when I'm loading it up with even heavier gear, it really gets heavy. Before I forget, in the beaver paddle, we've got 2 pockets here. This one is not transparent. I used this for throwing in some camera stuff. 2 extra batteries and a little ND filter thing, which is from, I should mention these guys, Sandmark. Thanks for sending these out, Sandmark. Then you've got this meshy guy. In here, I have got my Omnicharge 20. I will link to everything that I'm mentioning, including that Sandmark and everything else, below. This Omnicharge is like a little bit of a lifesaver when you're really working out of the house. One of the things I love about this bag is I can throw a bunch of stuff in it, everything that I might need for the day, including some snacks, including my camera, including my spare hard drive, including a little fanny pack because I can leave the backpack in the car and just take the fanny pack out. And because of that, being able to have that Omnicharge in there can make a bit of a difference, because I might be at a cafe and it's like, oh shit, my computer's out of battery. Well, I can still get another 30 minutes maybe of editing off of this thing. Inside here in our main compartment, we got lots of space. Here's a bunch of pouches. that I've got loaded up here, my smoke pouch. Inside, we've got actually quite nice lining. I like the feel of this ripstop lining. And you can see on this side over here, there's a little bit of ruffles, have ridges. That is our water bottle compartment. You see this? The water bottle ends up pooching, which is a technical term. It pooches into this space, which means it also pooches out. You can unzip this thing and pooch out and maybe get like a little bit more space, you know, if you really want to look funky. See this guy? We've got a little elastic business right here. It's not very stretchy. It's just a little bit stretchy. What do you put in here? I don't know what you put in here. It's not big enough for my... You could put like an iPhone charger in there with the cord like wrapped up. That'd be kind of nice. Okay, a couple notes about what I'm carrying here. This is the helmet head lockable smell-proof pouch. Video on that. And also for patrons, I walk you through what's in there. Patreon subscribers, thank you for your support. Do you know what that means? That means I have a video on Patreon that you have to be a patron to see, where I walk you through my smoke kit and talk a little bit about using cannabis for personal growth. I think it's an important question to be asking yourself these days, especially as we get more and more legalized. This is the Boundary Supply pouch, which actually is part of their port kit. In here I have my PXC 550 Bluetooth headphones from Sennheisers. I love these things. And some cables, some pills, and some like 4 Sigmatic coffee packets. You know about these? It's the kind of thing that it's like, oh shoot, you end up at an Airbnb and you're like, they don't have any coffee or whatever, and it's like, oh, I do have that thing. Or you're on a shoot and you just need a little bump. So my camera just ran out of battery. That's where it's nice to have my minimal camera kit right here. It's literally 2 batteries and ND filters. That's it. I've got a microphone on my camera that sometimes I pull off of it. My camera kit is pretty minimal right now. Boundary Supply just put out these Renin pouches. I don't know if they're calling the pouches Renin, but it's a simple little pouch I was testing and reviewing, and I've got a bunch of crap in here that, you know, you can ask me about later. And then I've got this Moment Sling, which I did a video on, the new Sling, and the whole time I focused on the old Sling because I am a professional. I apologize, Moment. Capacity in this thing is killer. I like this thing a lot because I like just a big old pouch. Beaver tail that comes down, beaver paddle comes down, couple little, I like this organization. They did a killer job with this. Nothing in this feels cheap or flumpy. I like the way that these lips stay just a little bit up without having a bunch of support or rigid structure in there, right? I like this capacity. I like being able to take my bag and just open it up and throw a bunch of stuff into it. Closing this thing up, massive YKK zip, reverse coil, like it's worked great. Zip pulls are just kind of so-so. I wish there was a bit of a chunk at the back of it, somewhere like where my fingers would actually grab onto. They do have a little loop though, so if you can get it sort of spread, you can get your finger through, and then you're solved there. We're just using some webbing. These are YKK zips. The material in general on this thing feels really good. The X-Pack always feels solid. The fact that they went for a big old durable beefy nylon down here. They've got these like funky straps that go all over the place like they had in their daily carry bag. Back panel feels really solid. I like my laptop and stuff's in there right now, but you can feel the padding in this thing. Me gusta mucho. Seriously. The comfort we should talk about. It is quite comfortable. It is heavy. It's 3.5 pounds by itself. And so then I add my camera and my beef jerky and my headphones and my, all that stuff. You end up feeling it, but these straps are nice and thick. They distribute that weight over a wide portion of your shoulder and your body. The strap or the padding on the back, you do absolutely feel just straight all the way down with kind of like a channel in the middle. So you've got these 2 pads right here on either side of your back. You'll probably end up getting sweaty there, but they've got some good mesh. So durability and comfort are really strong for me. A little bit of like losing points on the heaviness and the heft of the thing, but I actually like the structure of it so much. I think that's what makes it good to use on the regular, right? So that's why I do not really knock at points for that, or also the fact that I don't use points. On the back here, you got a little zip with a little, like a hidden pocket that goes down. It's about hand size for me, so perfect for your passport right up there. When you're wearing this thing, it is up against your back, up on the top right here, so you can't really get access. And I don't know how good pickpockets have gotten. If pickpockets have gotten real good, they might be able to, and that would be a sneaky critter. But for the most part, I don't think you're gonna have any problem with that. So this is like their sort of security secret pocket, kind of nice to have. You may use it for security purposes, or you might put like your, memory cards in there. Do you use memory cards? Okay, now we have got two sides on this bag. On one of them is the water bottle pocket. I showed you my Camelback Chute. It has a big sort of frumpy this thing, which is normally problematic. And sometimes it has been when this bag is packed out. So I just end up zipping it up and having a little bit of it hanging out. And it hasn't fallen out. It feels good. Let's see, what else do you need to know about this? I think possibly, I can't remember if I saw on their website like a larger Nalgene fitting in there. But this is the biggest I'd want to go for daily carry because it does cut into the capacity of the bag to do that. It's like a nice little, the capability of getting my whole water bottle in there when I'm in transit mode is pretty nice because then I don't have to worry about things falling out and I don't have to worry about stuff getting caught on it. So 750 milliliter is where I'd want to be with the water bottle for this thing. Then on the other side, you have this. This is a kind of a weird one to me. Okay, this is basically the quick access. This is the one zippable thing on the outside of the bag that is not big. It's small. Besides this security pocket, you can access it when it is on the body, somewhat comfortably. You have two zippers, so you can decide to zip up from the bottom or down from the top, or you can be like, pretty disorganized and every time you go to it, it's in a different spot. I've been that person. Inside of here, I've got my little hand sanitizer and a mask because it's that moment in life, where you're like, shit, do I have a mask? So I've gotten used to in all my bags, anything that's like a quick access pocket, I'm putting this. And now that I have gotten more out and about the last few days, I went and I bought some hand sanitizer just because, got that COVID coming, baby. Got that COVID, damn girl. Okay, two side things, water bottle, and then this guy, which, is quite sort of flat, not a lot of dimension at all, but it is tall enough. I would say AirPods, glasses case. So you want like two items in there, two small items that you can get to blindly. Then you have the front pocket. This should be used as a quick access possibly, but it's so big. You can really use it for a lot of stuff. I use it for and one of the things I don't like about it is that it goes down too far. I think it goes down too far because, not that it goes down too far, it depends on what you're carrying in your shit, right? It totally does. My Omnicharge, I can feel it in there. I put my RAV power, I'll link to this below, 2 USB-Cs with cables. This is my little lifesaver. This is like, I can't leave house without this. I've got a USB-C for my laptop and then an Apple Lightning for my phone. Inside of here, so you got a lot of space inside here. You could throw something, right? Which is cool. I like to just throw this in some place like that and designate it for that. There's also some little like jibby jabbies right here. I put some pens there because you're not a cool dude if you don't have pens clipped somewhere. I never use these. I should not carry those. There's a deeper flibby flabby in here, little meshy pocket kind of thing, which is just a little bit of a nightmare to get into. So you're putting something in there that is like a spare notebook. It's not something that you're gonna need every day. It's like, oh, well, I'll put my field notes, like pocket notebook that I wanna keep on hand in case I need an extra one back there. But the one that I'm using every day is in my pocket. And then we get to this back pocket, which has a water sealed zip, not waterproof, but it does help the water stay out of there. And you've got, I like this, it's big, it's beefy, it goes down further, about 3/4 of the bag on one side. The other side just goes down maybe 1/4. The laptop slides in and out easily. My 16-inch MacBook Pro does great. I feel it's protected. I like this padding that they're using on the front of it, and it's pulled up off the bottom of the bag with a nice piece of padding in the back that keeps it keeps it nice and protected. I think they did a great job there. You feel it. You feel the like sturdiness of this bag, and I really dig that. Then we've got some other little meshies right here. A little guy, my iPad Pro fits right into this one, and it keeps it up elevated, possibly too much. I might just prefer to put it down there so that when I get to the top of this thing, it's just my laptop that I'm looking at. And so that this isn't just pushed up into the middle of the screen on my laptop. The pocket up here, the space, you see this? I think this is a really good detail. I think this is, for some reason, it just makes it feel trusty. I don't know, something about it's like I'm talking about like just the channels, the design here, but also just the feel, just the right amount of padding is right there. And having those little, I don't know, it's like you see how this little line right here, this feels really good, able carry. I don't know why this chunk and then this down here, but it's a little bit bag wizardry. Nice big old taco pocket, huge, all the way up. And there's a little bit of padding in this. So it ends up feeling, again, trusty, durable, like thick and juicy. It feels nice to use, right? I've got a spare hard drive in here, my AirPods, some key fobs. You can see all these little like camera battery looking organizers. I don't know what these are for. Maybe you have 4 different kinds of business cards. Shout out to all you dudes and chicks who bought my business card thing, man. Business cards, man. I was doing some bag video and I was like, this pocket would be perfect for business cards. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this for 10 people. I'm gonna design you a business card. And I did that. I designed business cards for 10 people. And they got them, they're stoked. Love that. Okay, so there is our tech panel in the back. The Able Carry Max, all right? Larger daily carry people. Gym people, I think if you had like an internal compartment for shoes and like a little dirty clothes bag or something that you like that maybe were sweat odor kind of resistant sort of thing, throwing that in here, you're gonna be able to fit it as well as your lunch or whatever else you need. Like this is larger carry people. This is pretty killer. Even camera folks. If you've got a good, I don't have any of my big like cubes here, but like a Wandered cube, for example, or a Shimoda, or something that you really like, that would probably fit pretty well in here. I think this could be a really interesting larger camera setup, or minimal, like a big old DSLR type small camera rig, a small rig for a DSLR, and then some extra clothing and stuff like that. Because you like the durability, you like that this will slide under the airplane seat in front of you when you're going on an airplane. Not that any of us are anytime soon. Sternum strap is solid, by the way, just a little magnet clip that's, like I'm kind of hit or miss with these. Sometimes they'll get like unclipped accidentally, but pretty good. I wish it was a little bit stronger of a magnet because that just feels satisfying on the daily. Ultimately, this bag does feel really satisfying on the daily, like on the everyday. In all these interactions, it feels good. There's plenty of organization. All these different pockets. You've got the front. You've got inside the beaver paddle, those two things, your main capacity. You've got the tech panel with the pocket up top there. I find that is plenty for my everyday type stuff. So, shout out to Able Carry for making a great bag. If you like this, use my link below. It'll support the channel. Also, check out matterful.co and get on to the email address there because I do not send you very many emails ever, never spam, and we're about to pass 100,000 subscribers here, which means we're doing a massive giveaway. And where will we be doing that giveaway, Chase? I'm glad you asked, Chase. We'll be doing it at the Matterful email list. So just get on the list there and you'll be entered to win automatically. Peak Designs travel bag is something I would compare this to. Bellroy's Transit, now they have that in multiple sizes. I'll link to those, the Matterful pages for those below in the YouTube description at this time code, as well as every other product that I mentioned. And while you're at matterful.co, just get on the email list. Okay, that's it. Be yourself, make good choices.